Alright, I'm on hole number 18 of the Monster Marsh tournament. I am wiped out, tired. I want to go to bed. So I'm going to finish this hole and go to sleep. Alright, I want to get out into this area right here. I changed my shot setup. I ended up to the left on the very first time I got here with this account. And I set the shot up the way I was setting it up in my upper level account. And I epic failed. Epic failed and ended up in the rough to the left. And I changed the shot setup so that I have less chance of getting caught up in that rough. So I ran that stuff in my upper level account, and I'm doing the same shot setup. So I was midway in the fairway on the other side with my second bounce, and now I'm trying to split the difference between that and to the left. So I'm moving it closer to the left so that I have more room on the right to bring it to the right, which will make it less likely that I get caught on the left. I know it seems counterintuitive, but that's the way you do it. That's the way I'm doing it. The way you could do it that would be more consistent would be to hit perfect every time, but unfortunately I don't hit perfect every time, so if I'm doing shot setup, I find a lot of times that I hit great, my opponent hit perfect. They ended up in the sand of the rough because they didn't set the shot up right, but I knew how to set the shot up right so that I hit the great, and I ended up where we were both trying to get. And so I got a leg up on them. So we might be on one of those holes that they can get on, but you know how it works. If you end up in the sand of the rough and you're trying to make a long shot to get on something, sometimes those shots can go awry. And it's very easy to go from the sand to the sand and the rough to the rough. And my opponent's out there in a long iron shot, but from that angle out there, a big dog is actually the best club because you need a club that's got curl. Let the wind stay in. I want it to go a little bit to the right, so I'm going to put just a little teeny bit of overpower. And just throw that ball up there to the right. And end up in the sand. This is what I did on the qualifying round. I got to the last hole, and I had a shot. And I picked up one on the front nine, and now I'm putting that one I picked up on the front nine at risk. So that I'm just going to shoot the minus 26. It means I'm going in flat. Because I don't think I can get over. If I have any chance at all of making it over to the other side, I can at least put myself where I could maybe recover my eagle. But Albie's completely out of the question now, so I'm not worried about trying to get an Albie. Right now the goal is I got to secure an eagle. So I have to make sure I put myself in a great spot to secure an eagle, if such a spot exists. If I had my upper developed clubs, there would be one, because I have an ally, and that ally is a Spitfire. I am one with the force is with me. I don't think it has enough topspin to get me over to the other side. It doesn't. So we want to make sure we end up out in the fairway out here, because we're going to have to take another shot no matter what. We can't get on. So I want to give myself lots of room. Hitting it great to the left, but I'm still in the fairway out there, so I just laid it up. I made it so that I could hit that good to the left or the right and still been in the fairway. So my Kingfisher's 1.8, or excuse me, 1.2, so that means it's 2.4. That means it's 2.1. All right, my Kingfisher. Where am I at in my club? There's right at max. It's 1.2 per ring. Got a little backspin. red line. So 3.4, and it's 3, 6. 3 rings is 3, 6. This hole is absolutely flat. You can see how big that circle was. And hit it great to the right, 1 ring. If I was going to hit it great one way or the other, that was the side to hit it great on. But I was just off. And I was probably going to be a little bit short even if I hit that perfect. It'd have been questionable. The cup's a little bit deeper on a perfect, so it'll roll in sometimes where it won't grate to the left or the right, but I may have been a little short. That's how you drop a shot. So you end up with a minus 20. I should end up with a minus 26, which is the minimum score we're looking for. We've got some 27s and 28s up above. I think in the weekend round, you know, if you can shoot the 26, which is the minimum score, and you pick up one, if you pick up 1 on each side, you're looking at a 28. And if you pick up 2 on each side, you're looking at a 30. So somewhere between 30 and 28 is going to give you a serious shot at a win. If you come in and shoot a 31 and you don't win, somebody smacked you upside the head. Because that should beat everybody there. So if somebody comes in and shoots a 31 and they have you beaten tiebreakers, then they beat you. That was a great series of rounds for them. So coming in with a 26, let's see how deep the 26s go. There's only a couple 26s. So let's say we have a bracket that's very similar to this. Let's see how many people have played. So we're down somewhere in the 30s where we're starting to get into people that played. So let's say half the people haven't played yet that are coming up where we don't know where their score is going to land. And this could be somewhere in the top 10, like 10th. Probably more towards 8th. So probably end up somewhere between 7th and 8th, somewhere down in that neighborhood. So that means going into a weekend bracket, I would expect this account to be ranked somewhere in the top, probably 12 to 15 with those tiebreakers, probably more than likely top 10 coming into the bracket. Yeah, probably top 15. So that means you got a lot of people in the bracket beating tiebreakers. So if you can come out and pick up 2 on each side, and there's definitely 2 on each side that can be picked up, you can pick up those 2 par 4s, and that puts you from 13 to 15, and that puts you on the minus 30 track, and that's a winning round. So if you can take a low-level account and you can convert those, all 3 of the par 4s, and that's the only thing you did, you didn't pick up any albies, you didn't pick up any hole-in-ones, that gives you a minus 30, and that's a winning round. I mean, that's, if you don't win, somebody smacked you. They beat you. You need to get on Facebook and congratulate them instead of bitching about it. I don't hardly watch or do the YouTube or not YouTube, but the Facebook stuff, because everybody's just whining about. They keep showing the picture of the guy who got the minus 30 in this scenario right here and saying this guy's whatever. It's like, hey dude, all you're showing us is what the guy's supposed to have if he had the winning round. What I want to know, if you want me to help you, is I need to know what you shot. So if you didn't shoot the minus 26, then what are you bitching about? You didn't have any shot at winning anyways. Okay? You can shoot a minus 30 even if you got low level stuff. You just have to know which holes to go on and which clubs to bring. All right. That was the opening round. I shot the minimum score, but I got there. I didn't like the way that I got there. I picked one up. Came into the back with a minus 14, and then I dropped a shot on the back. 2 shots actually, but I did make up for one of them. So that's how we came into it. We'll keep track. I'll show you the weekend round when I'll get into a bracket really early on Friday night, and show you where I rank at in the bracket. Thanks for watching.